Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Bat here. Hope you're doing well. So, last week we got the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. This is kind of like a reboot sequel, legacy sequel. You know, the thing that Hollywood likes to do nowadays. Bring back a franchise or do a sequel to a movie we haven't seen in quite a while. The last I Know What You Did Last Summer came out in, 98? And that was I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, the sequel to the 1997 original, I Know What You Did Last Summer. The original had Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prinze Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, and Ryan Phillippe. Now, I'm going to admit something. Cross my heart, hope to die. I watched the original I Know What You Did Last Summer only a couple years ago. Yeah, I think it was like late 2020 or late 2020 or in the fall of 2021. I finally watched I Know What You Did Last Summer. Now, don't ask me why I never watched this before. I'm a guy who grew up watching Scream, a slasher, horror franchise. You would think would have watched this at some point. Also, it was written by Kevin Williamson, the same writer as the original Scream movies. I don't know. So I do not have that nostalgia of other people when it comes to this franchise. Unlike Scream, that I knew. Now, I enjoyed the first I Know What You Did Last Summer. I don't think it was as great as the Scream, like the first Scream movie. And I thought the second one, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer, it was a fine sequel. I mean, Jack Black being all the white Jamaican, with the dreadlocks. It was fine. But I don't know, I was looking forward to this new one the other day. Hey, it's been over 20 years, almost 30 years, actually. You got Jennifer Love Hewitt returning, you got Freddie Prinze Jr. They say they're not just going to be cameos, they're going to actually have a major role in the movie. We're bringing in a new, fresh cast. You got Madeline Klein, who is very popular with Outer Banks, and she was in the Knives Out sequel. I like her. You got Millie Campbell in here, from, The Rocketeer, and the third season of the OC. And you got Austin Nichols from, One Tree Hill. I thought, okay, this will be interesting. And then I saw the movie. And, wow. Now, I'm not saying this is like a horrible movie. It's not like they played this movie for jokes or anything. But, wow. Number one, this movie is boring. Let's start there. You want a slasher movie like this to be fun. You want the gore and the kills. But you also want some, fun. Look at some of the Scream movies. Like Scream 4. That is, to me, one of the best ways of doing a legacy sequel. When you bring back the original three, Sidney, Dewey, Gale, but then you have a whole new group of younger actors, and they work all well together in that movie. Where you still have some humor, you have some great kills, but you didn't really still get some of those darker moments, especially in the third act of that movie. That's why I say that's like one of the best legacy sequels that we've gotten. Here, number one, there's no levity, there's no humor, there's no jokes. I mean, these are teenagers. You gotta have a little fun. You know what I mean? Number two, when you finally watch this movie, you realize one thing. They put the best kill in the movie in the trailer. The scene in the trailer at the house with the not ray gun or harpoon going through the guy's chest and then pulling him back. That is the best kill in this whole movie. The one that we see in the trailer. And that's actually the first kill in the movie. Wow. So they were like, hey, we know we didn't do this movie really well. We did a bad job with this movie. So let's put the best kill we have in the movie in the trailer. So, which is dumb on one level. You're like, when you put the best kill of your movie in the trailer, when people go see the movie, they're going to already see this entire thing play out. And now it's just downhill from here. So that's number one. How they made the kills boring, unsuspenseful, no real sense to them, and it's just like, there's no creativeness. There's no, like I said, there's no suspense. It's just kill. Kill. Let me see what else. There's so many characters in the movie. Like we have this new group of characters, and we really don't spend any time with them except Madeline Klein, who's really the Sarah Michelle Gellar of this new one. I like Madeline Klein. Yeah, she does a really good job. She's the best part of the movie. But once again, she's basically playing the Sarah Michelle Gellar character in this new movie. And Chase Suey Wonders is actually our main female character, and she does a pretty good job. She's the only character in this movie that, if you go back to the original, after the event that happened in the beginning, a year later, all of those characters are different. They've changed because of what happened. In this new movie, only one character has changed in the year since the accident. And it's like, okay. Let's talk about Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. They are both in this movie. But I would argue with anyone and say, what the fuck were you thinking with writing these characters? I'm not even a huge fan of the original, but if I was, I'd be like, oh my god, what have you done? Like that scene in The Godfather. What have you done with my boy? You massacred my boy. Jennifer Love Hewitt and Freddie Prinze Jr. You massacred these characters. I mean, and I'm not even going to get into the third act. That would have worked if you built some character development. So almost, you have the legacy characters in a lot of the movie, but that's it. They're in a lot of the movie. So yeah. And then you got Billy Campbell in here. He really doesn't do anything. You have Austin Nichols, who's like a priest in this city, in this town. Don't do anything with him. And then the ending is trying to be like a new Scream. Ooh. And they actually give away a killer early in the movie. Like, so early in the movie that you go, are they that fucking stupid? Are they that fucking stupid? You're gonna really give away a killer that easily? And they try to do it, and do it like in a way in the Scream movie. In the original Scream, when Drew Barrymore takes off the mask, and she notices who the person is. She knows the person behind the mask. And it's like, oh my god, you're ripping off Scream, and you're giving away the killer this early in the movie? Like, really, this early in the movie. Wow. Okay. So no wonder why the kills aren't that great. Who cares? We already know who the killer is. This movie could have been like a 5-minute movie. So yeah, I don't know why they made a sequel to this, or a legacy sequel. This movie definitely needed another rewrite in the script department. Now they tease a sequel in the post-credit scenes, and I would say we'll see if we get a sequel. Even though this movie only cost like $18 million to make, they made like $13 million opening weekend. So it really only needs about another, probably like I don't know what. It needs to hit close to 40 million to be profitable. We'll see. But I don't know what they were thinking with this movie. This is not a good legacy sequel. This is not a good movie in general. It's not horrible, but it's definitely not good. And thinking as a legacy sequel? No. No. You want to watch a good legacy sequel? Top Gun Maverick. You want to watch a good legacy sequel? Creed. You want to go watch a good legacy sequel? Scream 4. But this, I know what you did last summer. Yeah, that's what I'll be saying next summer. I know what I did last summer. I saw this shitty movie. So I would give this like a 3 out of 5. And that's only because of Madeline Klein. Madeline Klein, Sarah Cameron from Outer Banks. He is the only reason I give this movie a 3 out of 5. Other than that, no can do. No can do kangaroo. So yeah, if you're a fan of this franchise, I think you're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed in the movie itself, how they treat the legacy characters, and overall you're going to be like, none of these kills are good. There's no suspense. There's no creativity. Nothing.